I hope this is working. Okay, so boom, boom. Yeah, I think we're good. Um, I wanted to talk about something specifically the what do I say this? Like coping with being alone, or I guess being okay with being alone. I think when I'm around people, I become a different person, and I can't necessarily tell which one of those people is the quote unquote like I guess true me. But I have found myself wishing that I could be more of the other person when I am by myself, which leads me to believe that the the person I am when I'm around people is that true version of me. But I have no idea how you would kinda what's the word. I guess I feel like I'm missing footing. I feel like I'm missing that. Is this there's this quote. I don't feel like I'm all over the place. There's this quote about like parenthood where they say that like a parent should be there to their main job isn't to do things for you. It's to more so pick you up when you fall down, you know? And there's this element where a parent should encourage you to take risks, encourage you to go on that bike and fall down. And as the child, you should be more you should be more okay taking that risk because you know, okay, if I take this risk and I fail, they'll be there for me. So I'll be chilling, you know? And I feel like I never really had that growing up. And instead I filled that gap with my friends. So when I'm around my friends, I feel like I can do anything. I can take any risk I see fit, right? Because I am comfortable that with that kind of safety underneath me, I can if I take this risk and I fail, guess what? I'll get over it, you know? When I'm by myself, because that foundation is based on more so the people around me than how I feel inside, I don't feel that. I don't get that same sensation when I'm alone. And instead, actually, I feel quite the opposite. Instead, I feel like I can't do anything. Instead, I feel terrible, right? And I wish I could be more of the person I am when I'm around my friends by myself. But at this point in my life, I don't even know how I would necessarily cultivate something like that. You know, like what would I what are the things I could do every day, or I guess practically, to help me feel more comfortable being myself around strangers, right? Because that's kind of the crux of the problem. Like if you put me in any social setting and you surround me with like six of my friends, I will genuinely feel like there is nothing in this social setting I can't do. I will embarrass myself to the nth degree if I feel like you make my friends laugh, you know. And I'm very comfortable. I'm very confident doing that. I don't really have any problem per se doing that. Where you take away those six friends and you put me in that same situation, and suddenly it becomes like what's the present tense of paralysis? Like I guess I would say I become paralyzed. You know, well, no pun intended. You know, I feel like there isn't I just feel this overwhelming weight, bro. Like there's I can't do this, you know. Like if I do this and it goes wrong, the world will end. And obviously that's not true. Obviously that's like I don't know what's the word, an exaggeration. Like even if I were to embarrass myself around those people with my friends not present, like what would really go wrong? You know, they would laugh at me for like maybe 5 minutes and then they would forget. And I'm really comfortable saying that when I'm around my friends, right? That reality is obvious to me. I know that when I do this thing, if I do make a mistake, nothing will happen. You know, the sun will rise again tomorrow. But what I've also realized, which makes me feel even worse, is that I'm not actually inept in the situations I find myself in. So using that same example of embarrassing myself socially, I think more than likely I would not embarrass myself because in most social situations, I'm like I would say I'm relatively competent. You know, like I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But if I know I'll be okay, you know, I know this is something I can do. What's the problem? You know, and I think the problem is just that I need to feel that backing from the people around me, from my friends. The fact that I effectively can't function without that makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like something's wrong with me, you know? I don't know if that's unfair. I don't know if that's unrealistic of me. I don't know if everybody feels that way. Like I don't know. I just know that like when I'm alone, I don't like the person I am. I just don't feel comfortable with him at all, and that's not from like some specific thing of like, hey, I really hate this thing about myself. I should change that. Like, there's nothing that level of that. I guess self hate doesn't come from some specific like I hate X about me. It's just this kind of deep, this kind of deep rooted feeling. I don't know how to not necessarily move on from that, you know, because I can't always be in the situation where I'm surrounded by people that care about me, you know. And maybe if this was like La La Land and that was possible, like my life would be as easy as anything, right? But I also don't think it's fair to put that kind of expectation on people, you know. And I also don't think it's is no sleeve half dark packet. I'm not sure. I don't know if being that dependent, I guess it is. I don't know if being that dependent makes me feel, and I don't feel comfortable, you know, like I want to be that person. I want to be okay being that person all the time. But I just have I just have no clue how to do that. And I don't know how to I don't know how to feel okay by myself. I don't know. I had written down some some points. I think I kinda went over them. Kinda went over them. So I don't really have anything else to say per se. Yeah. I uh just wish it was easier to be me all the time, I guess. And not feel like I can only be me when I'm being lifted up. Yeah, it kinda makes me I don't know. Part of me is mad as well. It's mad that I never got the chance to live a life filled with that confidence. I feel like if I had that confidence, like if I could feel the way I felt, or I guess feel, if I could feel the way I feel around my friends all the time, I don't think I would ever perceive something as something I can't do, if that makes sense. Like I would probably just start training to be an astronaut. I would start doing some stupid shit. I would start like hey, if I felt like that all the time, I would just go and pursue some dream I've always had, you know? And not having that, I feel like something was stolen from me. I feel like I've seen like successful people around me have that. And I always wondered what is it that makes them feel so confident? Like how do they just know if they fall, someone will be there to pick them up? Yeah. And I think the answer to that is love. I think when someone feels love, they can. It gives them wings. It's like Icarus. Icarus's father loved him, made him wings. Maybe that was an analogy for something greater for human condition. But the fact that I didn't have that makes me like, I guess, mad at my potential because I know under different circumstances I could have been I could have been Bret Hart, the best to ever do it, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And instead I find myself unable to sleep at fucking 2:35 a.m. wondering how to feel loved when I'm by myself. You know, and I kind of fucking hate that. It kind of pisses me off. Like, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I think I think that's it. I really think I don't have some solution or some great revelation per se. I just wish it was like, I don't know, easier, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I want through the context of today. You know, I can't go back and make the younger me feel how he needed to feel to get me to be in Bret Hart by the time I was 25. You know, I can't do that. Um, let's just focus on what I can do today, but I'm not even sure what that is either. And I don't know how to be that foundation of love for myself. Not even sure if humans are meant to be that for themselves. But that feels like a couple answer. That feels like I don't want to learn to do it. So I might as well just say, well, I guess humans can't do this. That feels a bit like cheating. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.